Fused on fire. Pew, pew, pew.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Fused on Fire. Okay, so Fused on Fire. Our hearts are on fire because of the love of Jesus Christ. And our mouths are on fire because of these spicy wings. This is our very, very first episode. We're so glad you're here. Basically, this is a series where we interview students, get to know them a little bit while eating incredibly spicy wings. And they get to ask me a few questions back as well. Figured that it would be very fitting to have our very first guest be one of the ones that helped create this series, and that is our very own Nic Laughlin. First, just want to let you know how this works. So we are going to be asking each other questions, starting with me. I'm going to ask Nic. And then we're going to take a bite of our spicy wings. You'll get some notifications about the heat level of each one of these wings. You'll see the word Scoville. Basically, the higher the Scoville number, the spicier the wings. If you want more details, just Google it. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. I'd just like to let you know this is the very first time Butsy has ever eaten a blazing wing from Buffalo Wild Wings, so anything can happen. We have a nurse standing by in case something does happen, my wife, so that's convenient. But first, I want to introduce my guest. This is Nic Laughlin. He is moving into sophomore year. Wrestler. In his old days, he was a master fisherman, based on some pictures that I've seen. Tell us just a little bit about yourself, and then I'll ask you your first question.
So I wrestled. This is my first year wrestling for Homestead. I was in AMP and also a student leader. Then I came to Fuse and became a student leader. I play football for Homestead, and I was going to try out for baseball, but Corona. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But Corona is basically the answer to every question or anything that anybody's been saying for the past 2 months. Yeah, but Corona. So.
Yeah.
No, that's all good. All right, let's jump right into this.
Okay.
Here's my first question. Our very first wing that we're going to be digging into is the hot barbecue wing, traditional wing. Okay, Nic, here is your first question. It's a doozy, so get ready.
Cool.
What is your favorite color?
Gosh. Favorite color, I'd have to say probably like a teal, like a mint green type of teal.
Ooh, yeah, that's
not
cool.
Like super bright, but kind of light, you know?
I like it.
So.
All right, dig in. Oh man, I should have got some chapstick. My lips should be on fire. I got a terrible glare. I didn't even see. Did you take a bite?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not that bad.
We gotta start it off. Now we do have some backups here just to make sure, just to be safe. Got some water. I got some nut milk because I'm bougie with my milk. So, okay, your turn. Ask me a question. Let's go.
You're on an island by yourself. What's the one thing you have with you?
Ooh. Should I go the typical youth pastor answer? The Bible? Okay, so here's what I will say. I will say one thing will be my family, because that's one thing.
Okay.
And I will just assume that we have memorized the Bible, like the book of Eli. So we can just recite it to each other. We'd be struggling for food maybe, but we'd have it. Okay, so here we go. Hot barbecue, my turn. It's a good question. It's a very good question.
It's not bad. Leaves a little tang.
It's like hot on the aftertaste.
Yeah, your lips just get a little numb. Not bad.
I like it. Oh man. That's kind of spicy. That's not good. That's literally the first one.
Yeah.
I am gonna die. Okay. Second question. Dude, these are so hard. I don't even know how you're gonna be able to answer these. Second question. What is your favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby? If I had to choose like a general topic, I would say probably like being an outdoorsman.
Oh, that's good.
I like to fish, like to hunt, and all that stuff. So
yeah, you hunt a lot. Okay, take a bite. Now let us know what wing is this now? What type?
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay. I got a lot of sauce. It's not bad.
Yeah,
it's a little bad.
The first one.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. Okay, I'm hungry. Give me my question. I want to eat.
Name all the places you've lived.
Oh my gosh, that's impossible. Okay, so I did this calculation one time. I probably lived, or like slept, like put my head down to sleep, growing up, probably like over 20 different places.
Really?
But, all right, I'll just list. So I was born in Cincinnati.
Ooh.
I was, let's see, when I was in second grade, ooh, that nut milk tastes weird. When I was in second grade, I moved to, hey Steve, I moved to Venezuela. My family moved to Venezuela for 3 months. Came back, actually lived in Indiana for a while. I always forget that, but we did.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived back in Cincinnati again. And then moved to several different places in Chicago, kind of suburb type places. Went to college in a small town in Michigan. Graduated from there, moved to Wisconsin and worked there for a few months. And then, when I was in college, actually, between freshman and sophomore year, my family moved to Hawaii, so I lived there for a little while. That was a whole other episode of Fused on Fire. So those of you watching, you can ask me more about that. And then moved to Indiana. And I was in Angola, Auburn, and now Fort Wayne.
I think your first part about that was very similar to mine, because I think I was born in Ohio.
Oh, that's right. You moved a lot.
Mm-hmm. Born in Ohio, moved to Indiana, then moved back to Dayton, Ohio. So kind of close to that. So.
That was a lot because of your dad's work, right?
Mm-hmm. So longest we've stayed somewhere, and it's been 5 years. I think 6 years here. 6 years coming up. So.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to being here for a while, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's good. I like that flavor, that hot flavor.
Oh, yeah. Just give it a couple seconds.
It's like...
Yeah, there you go.
It's like...
My bite was nothing but sauce.
Dang on, yeah. It's like delayed release. So, okay, here's my question.
Yeah.
So I've got nut milk, which is funny because it's so specifically cashews.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that cashews had nipples.
I didn't know almonds did either. But you know.
Right? How do they get the milk?
The more you know.
More you know. Okay, next question. Okay, we're really getting into it now because this is going to start getting crazy. All right, I'll get a little bit harder. You got to think about this one.
Okay.
What is your favorite Bible verse?
Philippians 4:13.
Dude,
you know, I think everyone thinks it is like the typical, like, but once you like actually dig into it and read the context, you know, it really just talks about how Paul can find contentment in any situation. So I think that's very key in all walks of life, really.
Yeah, so that's the one where it's like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you jump off the top of your house and you can't fly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what does that mean to you? What does it mean?
What do you? I think it just means like, you know, even if you're having like the worst day, just still be content, because I think in that time Paul was going through a lot. Like he was in jail, all that. So I think just keeping a positive mindset.
Man, that's really good, dude. That's good.
Yeah.
That's called exegesis of the Bible. You're a better exegete than some others. That's good work. All right. Tell us what your wing is.
I think it's mango habanero.
Yeah.
This one's a little sticky.
Yeah, it is. It's like syrupy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a lot of sauce.
Yeah, you load up on sauce?
Yeah. I didn't get any meat. I just got the sauce.
Great.
Okay. Here's your question.
Okay.
Congrats on baby Beverly.
Thank
What
you.
is the next big thing for the Butts family?
Ooh, these are such good questions. So I think the next Butsy team major thing is going to be moving into a new house.
Mm-hmm. Okay, feel my thumb? Yeah.
All right. The mango. So the problem with these things, you can't just worry about them going in. You also have to worry about them going out. It's just going to be white.
Putting on the 5-pound plates tomorrow to lift.
Good luck with that. I think that dog wanted some of my wings. You can have my blazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro, how are you eating the whole thing?
Dude, I'm hungry. These are so good.
You're
I'm
crazy.
not pacing myself, though. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. Oh, here we go. So this is now called Wild. We are one away from blazing. Ooh, those mangoes are...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. What is your biggest fear?
When I hear that, I really just think of like, you know, like in the movies, like that, like people die and it's always like the families get in an argument beforehand and someone dies in their family.
Yep.
I just think that's probably my biggest fear. So I think what I learned from that is just, you know, no matter what, like if you guys have an argument, just kind of like readdress it and make peace.
That's really good. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that Bible verse where it talks about like not letting the sun go down on your anger.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't necessarily mean like you have to resolve everything before you go to bed, but you can't let it simmer too long.
Mm-hmm. Or I think about, you know, when Jesus said, how many times, when someone asked, how many times should you love your brother?
Yeah.
Like, not once, not twice, but 7 times 7.
Yeah,
That
7
makes
times
fair.
7. Which is basically, he's basically like a lot. Do a
Yeah.
lot.
So,
That's good, man. It's good.
don't want to do it? Okay.
You gotta
Here
do
we
it. You gotta do it. I'm right after you.
It's not that bad.
Just wait for it. Whew.
Okay, ready for yours?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's been your biggest mountain you had to climb?
Honestly, I think it has to be my anxiety for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's a mountain that's had many peaks. So, and by peaks, like tricky things. Oh, my lips are burning. So the first one was acknowledging that it was a thing and that's something I struggled with. I remember even before getting married, I was like, you know what? I've been on this medicine for a while, helps with my anxiety. Maybe I can wean off it and go off it. And I did. And then all of a sudden, like a month later, I just had this like major freak out. And that was when another mountain where I was like, no. It's funny, Mandy and I, my wife Mandy, she always says, she came up with this and now we say it all the time and it helps a lot. But she said, and I'll ask her, I'm like, do I have an anxiety disorder that I take medicine for? And she goes, yeah, you have an anxiety disorder. So it's like if you have diabetes and you have to take insulin or whatever, just chemicals in your brain. So doing that, and the more I just submit it to God, and it's kind of like Paul, he asked over and over again, God, take this thorn from me, which we don't even know what it was. It was something that was driving him nuts. And God didn't. And Paul said, all right, then I will celebrate in my weaknesses, because then that's where Christ's strength comes. So that's probably been the biggest, because it affects everything. It affects all the other mountains in my life. So definitely. Okay, next mountain. Here we go. The next mountain I'm going to climb is this Wild Wing.
I ate all mine. It wasn't that bad. I think it was like the less spicier one we had.
Yeah, maybe we did it out of order.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
That's not bad. I think the mango maybe been hotter.
Yeah.
Oh man. But the blaze in is just gonna kick our butts.
Mm-hmm. And I haven't had that much milk left.
Yeah. So okay, so here we go. So just so everybody knows, blazing is like basically made with ghost peppers, which is like one of the hottest peppers. If you look up the Scoville scale, it's like over 300,000. So good luck. Now, you can quickly ask me your question back if you want to do this together, but I'll ask the last question. Now, this could go on forever, so whatever, but you can give us the quick version.
Got it.
What is your testimony?
I think it's really just a hard question, but I think I know. I was young, you know. I mean, we went to church, but it wasn't like it was like every other Sunday. Then I think we got a point in life when we moved back to Kokomo the second time. And I think that's when I really started to see change in our family. Then when we came here, we were in church. We're in church like every weekend now, 2 days. My mom works there, so I think just accepting Christ has like really like helped our family.
That's good. Yeah, I used to always think it was like one event, like magically all of a sudden, you know, you're a Christian now. And I think a lot of times that does happen when you pray the prayer, but I've had at least one other time in my life where I almost felt like I was like a Christian again, which wasn't true, but it was like a recommitment to Christ. And so I totally get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask me the question just so we do this together, so we both lose our minds together.
Okay. What's one thing you wish you could change?
I don't know. I have to think about that. Maybe this blazing wing will give me some inspiration. Hold on.
Oh gosh, you ready?
Did you bite into it? You ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't seem bad.
I have more sauce on mine, I think.
Woo! Oh man, it's like delayed reaction. It's like, oh, just keep eating it, and then, man. You might put more sauce on yours.
I also ate the whole thing.
I'm working on it right now. Man, maybe I have more tolerance than I thought. My mouth is like on fire though.
Or maybe the guy just got the sauces mixed up.
Maybe he did.
Oh, I can't.
Why is this not? I need to go back and find more sauce because it's like not hurting.
Oh, how is it not hurting?
I don't know. Maybe I have like better. I'm literally like licking it off my fingers. Oh man. Oh, that is really hot. To save that sauce. Whew. Oh man. Maybe the one thing I would change is that we should never do this again.
Oh man. Yeah?
Oh.
I have no more water. I gotta go get milk.
I think it's like compounding now. I'm feeling it. Oh my gosh. That is hot. Dude, it like takes it like a while. Oh man. Dude, but it tastes good. It tastes. I feel like watering down there.
I don't know how you're not just. Oh.
Oh man, how long does this last?
Oh. I'm sweating.
Yeah, my eyes are watering.
I'm not crying. My eyes are just sweating.
Yeah, my. Oh man. Oh, milk helps. We should have done milk. It's cheating. Must be cheating. Man, I got some sauce still on here. I should lap this up. Hold on. See this right here? It's like eating gasoline. It's like drinking.
Oh. Yeah.
What was the question? What would I change? What I would change probably is there was a period of time after I was like towards the end of college and first graduating where I kind of went away from God and did some stupid stuff. I would say I wish that I would say
just kick in.
I'd say I probably wish. Thank God. I probably wish that I didn't do that. Oh man. Dude, I just keep licking this sauce up. I ran out of chicken. Oh man.
I was like a rat.
I kind of want to try the now I'm getting to a point where I can't think or talk. I kind of want to try something hotter.
Yeah.
I'm just dipping mine now.
There you go.
Oh no.
I just cleared off a whole wing of that stuff.
Oh my gosh. I like inhaled it.
Oh man.
Hey Steve. Dude, how are you? Dude, I don't understand. Am I just can I just handle spicy? What the heck?
Oh man. You know what? I'm calling it because you're older.
Maybe. Must be.
Old man taste buds.
Old man. Get out of here.
Oh gosh. Well, I have to go.
That is all right. You do your business.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you for joining us for Fused on Fire. Remember, our hearts are on fire because of the love of Christ, and our mouths are on fire because of these hot wings.
Whew.
Join us next time. Thank you so much, Nick, for joining us.
No problem.
See you next time.
See ya.
Fused on Fire. Pew, pew, pew.